What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Fanatic Journey. So today I want to talk about a good catalyst that is coming forward in the next couple of days. In addition to, I do want to talk about the Nvidia Lucid partnership once again, and especially considering you can see on social media, there is a lot of people not really liking it, more so because of the timeline 2026. I am going to talk about that and why that isn't that big of a deal at the end of the day. But before I get into any of that, all I ask, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, greatly appreciate that. If you like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, let's get right to it. So, as you can see on the live ticker to my left, we are currently down 1.3%. Right now, 6.2 million as far as overall volume, 52.7 is the average, 365,000 shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds within the first 2 hours of the trading day. So again, another low volume day for the block volume in addition to overall volume. But like I said, there is some positives that's coming out of this, one of which is the Toronto studio that is technically starting and launching March 26th. I find this is a very big deal because Toronto is a huge market. And when it comes down to Lucid, everyone wants the high-end stuff. So Lucid is targeting the right places, more specifically as well, even Vancouver. Vancouver has been open for quite some time. And based on last earnings, we all know these studios are actually doing what they're intended. They are getting the huge demand, they're bumping up demand, and they are getting reservations. So I really do like this. And when it comes down to Toronto, I think a lot of big things will come from that. But getting right back to it, I do feel that the Nvidia Lucid partnership did give Lucid a nice little bump in price, not as much as what it should be, because a lot of people were focusing on this, that is going to be integrated in their production starting in 2026. So I'm going to talk why this isn't that big of a deal, and theoretically, despite the news that came out, we are still trading at a very deep discount. So like I said, even in 2026, there is a lot of big things coming for that time period, one of which is the Saudi factory is going to be opening 2025, 26. So in that time frame, they're going to be integrating this. And not only that, there's this. Again, this is a little bit more of a hypothetical based on what Peter's been saying, but a $25,000 vehicle in 4 years. That is a very big deal, and it does match and go in line with this. But the whole deal with the Nvidia Lucid partnership is to bump up as far as autonomous driving, their technology. And one thing I do strongly feel that's not that big of a deal that it is 2026 is the regulations around that. And so I'm just going to explain that in a little bit more detail. So again, just to go over this, ultimately, this whole partnership is meant for all of Lucid vehicles to get level 3 driving as far as autonomous driving and level 4 parking. And what does that ultimately mean? So there is different levels. So I'm just going to go through it. Level 0, no driving automation. Level 1, driving automation, driver assistance. So this is very basic. Again, the driver is in very much control. There's level 2, driving automation, partial driving automation. This is where Lucid is at and a lot of other EVs are at. And then there is the next level up, level 3, and you can see on this chart, hopefully you can see it on your video right here, but ultimately everything in the blue is drivers needed. So you need a driver to do something, some aspect of that. And as you can see at the top, it is between level 0 and 2. Anything greater than 3 to 5, ultimately a driver is not needed. So when it comes down to this, there is a huge jump between the level 2 and level 3. Keep in mind, this whole partnership is meant for us to get to level 3 and greater, but when it comes down to it, right now there isn't even legalization as far as level 3 on American roads. So at the end of the day, people are hipping and hawing and worried about it being 2026 when technically level 3 isn't even allowed on American roads. So just keep that aspect in mind, but we are heading in the right direction, especially when it comes down to this, and I've brought this up many different times. There's Cathie Woods. She is just waiting for next level automation to be integrated in vehicles, and this will get us there. And not only that, this will get us new investors such as Cathie. So I really do like this, and the fact that we've actually only gone up as much as we did, that is just mind-blowing. When it comes down to any other stock, especially if it was more established, we would be up 15-20% easily. And again, keeping in line with this and the whole level 3, that is just one step again in the right direction to again robo-taxis. This is a very big deal, and especially I do strongly feel a lot of people aren't really even taking note of this, when at the end of the day, this is going to set Lucid apart from the rest. So this is why I feel is a great time to buy in. Keep in mind though, I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. This, I just wanted to put it in a different perspective, and again go back to the point that 2026 is actually not that big of a deal. There is a lot of big things happening to Lucid in that time period where this will make a huge difference. And even still, besides all of that point, it's not essentially even legal on American roads as far as level 3. So again, just put that in perspective. You're trying to worry about something that isn't even legal, and I personally feel hands down this is a great time to buy in because Lucid was already lagging in the market yesterday. So this is why we actually bumped up to what we should have been rallying at yesterday, not even in factoring any of this news in. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We do have a lot of strong resistance ahead of us. We are currently down, as you can see, but looking on the actual technicals, there is still a lot of optimism, some kind of bearish signals right now. So again, it could go either way. I'm very optimistic when it comes down to Lucid. I'm sure as are you, but let me know in the comments below what you think about Lucid, and if you've been buying or whatever it might be, let me know. Also, let me know in the comments below what you think about this, because like I said, some people are mixed on this, especially about the 2026. A lot of people don't really like that. Everyone wants instant gratification. Nobody wants to wait till 2026. So it is what it is. So let me know your thoughts on that. If you haven't already, smash a thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. Again, if you like my channel and want to support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.